Hey y'all, this your girl Lisa, and this is Hey Y'all. Subject of today's Hey Y'all is protecting your peace. Protecting your peace includes family. Let's get it. Um, like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all know the whole routine. Y'all know what y'all supposed to do. This is YouTube. It's the same with everybody. So, this your girl Lisa, and it is Thursday night, and I decided to go live because I said I was gonna go live. I think on Thursday, so I did it. And the subject matter is protecting your peace, setting boundaries, being okay with the boundaries you set, being okay with protecting your peace. Now, y'all know with everything going on in the world that it's hard to protect your peace. You have work, you have some of y'all have kids, some of y'all have relationships, friends, everything. And when I say protect your peace, I mean setting boundaries, sticking to those boundaries, being okay with those boundaries, and not allowing anyone to overstep those boundaries. A lot of people don't realize just how much of themselves they give out on a daily basis. They don't realize that they give their heart, their soul, and their spirit to family, friends, sometimes strangers. And being that open and that caring and that trusting and that loving, while it is a beautiful thing, there are consequences. And a lot of those consequences you pay for yourself. Nobody else pays for those consequences. You pay for people not respecting your boundaries. You pay for people not respecting the things that you do because they know you'll do them because that's the kind of person you are. They know that they can say what they want, do what they want, and you'll just ignore them instead of calling them out and making them understand that what they're doing is wrong. Let me tell you something. A lot of people don't realize that their behavior is wrong because nobody has ever checked them. And I'm not talking about just teenagers. I'm talking about young adults. I'm talking about senior citizens. Growing up, my grandmother, my baby, that's my love, my heart. Her thing was respect your elders. Regardless of what the elders say, regardless of what the elders do, regardless of how they talk to you or disrespect you, respect your elders at all costs, regardless. And growing up, that's what I taught. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. And well, they're old. So you just have to give them a little leeway. And as I got older and I started to form my own personality and my own thoughts, I used to wonder why I, as a young person, just now coming into the world, just now getting experience, just now understanding the ins, the outs, the do's, and the don'ts, why I had to respect someone, even if they're disrespectful, just because they've been around on this earth longer than me. Because in my estimation, my head, my thinking, if you that old, then you know what you're doing is wrong. You know how you're speaking to me is wrong. You know the stuff that you laughing at is not funny. So while I still say yes sir, no sir, please and thank you, I respond to everybody how they respond to me now as an adult. And I could make these these decisions on my own. A lot of older people, parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, older cousins, because I have older cousins that are, I guess people can see this us older than me. Um, A lot of these people have never been checked. They've never been corrected. They've never had anyone tell them to stop. What you're doing is wrong. How you're saying things are wrong. How you coming at me is wrong. And I'm not going to continue to respect you if you don't respect me. I don't think there is a time limit or an expiration date on checking somebody. If 85-year-old great grandmama come at you sideways, let her know, Grandmama, I see you. Don't do that again. Because all kinfolk ain't for you. Everybody that's supposed to love you unconditionally doesn't. There are conditions on that love. I love you, but you have to make allowances for my bad attitude, for how I talk to you, for how I come at you. You have to make allowance for that because that's just how I am. But that is incorrect on all the levels that you can even think of. That is completely and totally incorrect. And I'm talking now when I say protecting your peace, I mean setting boundaries. That includes your parents. How many people listening to the sound of my voice now or listening to this in the replay have had to look at a parent, a step parent, a grandparent, and wonder why this person is saying these things to you and treating you this way if you are my parent, my grandparent, my aunt, or my uncle? How many times have the only thing that kept you from treating them like strangers is the fact you were raised to be respectful of your elders? Not because they commanded respect, not because they earned respect, not because they deserved respect, but because you were taught, especially in the Black community, to respect your elders above all else. You weren't taught to say, please don't say that to me. You weren't taught to say, please don't do that. Hold on. Let me see. Hey, y'all. TC, how you doing? Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I be trying to do stuff. I don't know. She got to go over there and put the little thing in the comments. Anybody want to jump on, you can jump on. But that'll take a second because I don't know how to do it from a phone. So there you go. But I have seen recently the way family doesn't come together. The way you think they are. The way you think they're supposed to. The way you think that family is supposed to handle each other. And it boggles my mind a little bit that in 2022, we're still doing this. This is Pride Month, y'all. And for all my out and prouds, my in and quiets, how many times has a family member disrespected you for your sexuality? Let's just start with something as easy as that. Kids, young kids, have to tamp down who they are and hide how they feel because they don't know how the people who love them are going to act. Or their parents know that they're a little different, that they're gay. And they tell them, don't be gay in front of your grandmama. Don't go over there with that gay shit. You know what I'm talking about? I love you, but. It's the I love you, buts. With everybody and anybody. It's the I love you, buts. Because to me, to me. And this again, hey y'all, is my opinion, 100% my opinion. There are a few facts. That's why I have a backup phone so I can Google it and make sure before I say anything out the way. But anything else is my opinion. So, in my opinion, you should not look at your kids and tell them, don't do that gay shit, don't do this shit, don't do that shit in front of these people because I don't want them to think that I'm okay with that. What? I love you, but it's them I love you buts that get me because the buts don't always have to be stated, but they're always implied. I love you, but you know how I am. I love you, but you know how I feel about that. I love you, but I, I don't see anything wrong with how I act. And you should be okay with that. To me, anything that comes after but negates everything before that. That includes in a relationship, in a sexual relationship, a romantic relationship, a family relationship, a friend relationship. If you're not telling me I love you, and there's a but after that, that means you didn't love me. That means you got conditions. This is terms and conditions, like we signing up for a cell phone or cable or something. You got a terms and conditions package that I got to read all this fine print to be your family member. I got to read all this fine print to be your friend. I got to read all this fine print to be your girlfriend. I feel like I shouldn't have to do that. I feel like the instructions and the terms and conditions should be simple. I love you, Lisa. Okay. If I hear a but, if I feel a but, then I forgot everything you said before the but. And I don't care how many times you say it, and I really don't care who you are. Now, I'm telling you, this particular attitude came later in life. And I'm saying it now because I hope that people start doing it earlier in life. Because I hope that those that feel disrespected and not seen and not heard set boundaries and stick to those boundaries. Protect your peace because a lot of times that is all you have. A lot of times, all you have is your sense of self, your sense of self worth, your sense of loving yourself, and the peace that you create for yourself. Now, I would love to say that parents and family members and friends are in that peace, but a lot of times they're not. A lot of times they're the cause for the chaos in that peace. I'm sorry. It just, it is. You can really see it when families go through some kind of upheaval, whether it be bad or good. Families go through bad upheaval, deaths in the family, um, kids, family members going to jail, um, people being hurt, to the good, to getting a new job, to making more money, to getting a bigger house, to getting a better car. You can see it on both sides. On the bad side, you get them thoughts and them prayers. And you get that obligatory, oh, I'll be here for you, just call me. But you ever notice when you call them, they always got something else to do. I can't make it right now. Um, um, Let me let you know. You ever notice that? And on the good side, when you get good stuff, you get a new car, a new house, your baby graduating with honors. Your baby got 2 or 3 scholarships, 2 or 3 different schools, and you just sitting up there proud parent. You got all that. And then comes the other side. The, ooh, Oh, y'all look like y'all doing good over there. What y'all over there doing? Sure took you long enough. That's family. That's family. I'm not talking about strangers out the street talking to you in a kind of way. I'm talking about family. I'm talking about those people that you call in your time of need and your time of happiness. We set boundaries for strangers, but we don't keep those same boundaries for the people who can cause us the most harm. See, strangers don't know the buttons to push. Strangers don't know what to say. They don't know how to look you in your face and see that if they say just the right statement or they say it in just the right tone, even if you don't say anything, a little eye twitch, a little slight frown, they know they got you. Strangers can't do that. We set automatic boundaries for strangers. Don't come in my personal space. Don't touch my stuff. Don't touch my car. Why are you talking to me? Who you looking at? All that. We set boundaries for strangers and we stick to them boundaries regardless. But those same boundaries apply to the people who are supposed to be there for you, especially when they've shown you time and time and time again that they're not. And if they are, they're there on their terms, not yours. Not the terms in which you need them, but the terms in which they give you what little bit they're going to give you. And you should appreciate that because they didn't have to do that. But these are the same people who will call you and ask you, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting that way? Why are you saying that? What you mean? They will go to other family members that you don't talk to on a regular basis and plead their case. I don't know why they said, I don't know why Lisa was talking like that. I don't understand. I am always there for the kids. I am always there when they need me. I don't understand why she's acting that way. I don't understand why she's saying the things she's saying. It takes time. But as soon as you feel it, as soon as you feel it, do it. As soon as you've had enough, don't wait for them to show you that maybe they'll change. Don't wait to see if maybe they just don't understand how you feeling. And if I let them know that what they're saying and what they're doing is incorrect and they shouldn't be feeling that way, that they're going to change. Don't wait for somebody to change. Don't do that. You change. Stop giving family, and I'm just going to say family and that friends yet. I'm still on family. Stop giving family members, people that are related to you by nothing other than DNA, the benefit of a doubt. Stop giving them time after option after option after consequence, no consequence after no consequence. Stop giving them every leeway that you can give them. Because at the end of the day, they're not the ones that's suffering. They're not the ones that are feeling the weight of what they're doing. That's you. You're the one feeling this weight. You're the one feeling the the microaggressions, the nice nasty. You're the one feeling the buts and the maybes and the I don't knows. You're the one feeling, well, why did you do it that way? You should have did it this way. You're the one feeling, well, why didn't you call me? I could have told you what to do. You're the one feeling these things. Hey, y'all. Yes, include your children. Hello. I just had to look because I kind of hanging to the side. So I'm just saying, hey to everybody. I know it's late. People out there doing stuff. It's Thursday. You know that is the Black Friday. That is Black Folks Friday right there because we start going out on Thursday. I just felt like I had to come on here and say a few things. Get a little stuff off my chest because I've just seen a lot, and and it's affected the people I love. How family is not really familying. My sister from another mister has to watch as she's treated differently in her face, how things are her fault because she didn't ask or because she's the strong one. So she doesn't need as much attention and care. And how she's always felt like she had to be strong because she was by herself in a room full of people. I have seen people act like everything is rosy. Family is all good and gravy, and it's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's just wonderful. But some kind of way, all the invitations that I send out, there's always something that they're doing, that not today and oh, I don't know, I might make it, but I'm barely invited. Or if I am, it's at my inconvenience. Or if I want to do something, have an event, for my family, I got to figure out a way to be convenient for them while inconveniencing myself. How I give you dates and times where I'm available, but they're ignored. And that's my fault because I should be available 24 hours, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for any time that you want to do what you want to do. And I should be available to you. What? Let me tell y'all something. Sadly, I've come to the realization that in 2022, your cutoff game got to be strong. Your cutoff game got to be Superman, Black Panther, Thanos strong. And you cut it, you mean it. And that goes for anybody. I'm not gonna keep cutting cartwheels and flips and doing popping wheelies and jumping over bridges for you when I can't get you to answer the fucking telephone. And that goes for anybody. I'm not gonna keep telling you to stop talking to me in all kind of way. I'm not gonna keep telling you don't say that anymore. I'm not gonna keep telling you. I'm just going to do what I should have done years ago and make my presence unknown. I should have. I'm just gonna do that. The best way, the best thing. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all ever had a secret? Y'all ever had something y'all didn't want anybody to know? Whatever, for whatever reason, whether you were ashamed, whether you ain't want to go to jail, whatever. You ever had something that you didn't ever want anyone else to know? And it's a burden. A secret can be a burden if you choose for it to be. But have you ever had that? You know the best way to keep a secret is to keep it secret. Keep it to yourself. And at some point, that's how your cutoff game got to be. That's some point. That's how that's got to be. When you find out that nothing you do for them is right, when you find out that nothing you do for them is worthy, when you find out that your words fall on deaf ears, and for some reason they are always the victim and you're always the villain, the best way for those scenarios to stop happening is for you to just make your presence unknown. I'm good. Just not be you. You know, I will take a phone number out. Look here, let me tell y'all some good shit. I done had somebody talk reckless to me at 4:30 in the morning. At 4:37 in the morning, at 4:30 a.m. they was talking reckless. At 4:37 a.m. I have deleted telephone numbers, changed ringtones, took you off all social media, and blocked you at 4:37 a.m. Okay, you got to come find me. Hell, and if I get real good, I'll change my screen name just to make it harder. When I tell you, protecting your peace should be paramount. Because when you protect your peace, you protect the people that actually love you. Hear what I said. When you protect your peace, you're also protecting the people that actually love you. When you set the boundaries of what somebody can say and can do to you, that means that's the same thing they can say and cannot say and cannot do to the people that love you. When I protect my peace and my boundaries, I protect my son and my daughter and my wife and my son-in-law. Because what you can't say to me, you can't say to them. What you can't do to me, you can't do to them. Now, I can be very vocal when I'm pissed off, as y'all know, because y'all have heard it. And I'm very vocal about my wife and my kids. I can ignore people. I will laugh at people because you the one getting your balls all in a twist. Shit, not me. You the one got them thong panties on now all of a sudden. Not me. But see, my family, they're nicer than I am. They're even nicer than me. Well, my wife is a lot nicer than me. My son is very, he's not, he's not a woohoo loud kid. He'll play games when he's playing games, but just as a dude, he's just 17-year-old boy. My daughter can take care of herself, but her too. What you cannot do to me, you cannot do to them. And if you do it to them, I'm going to be the one that says something. Now, everybody in my family is grown or almost grown, so I try to let Nick fight his own battles. If he can't fight the battles, that's when I come in. My other children can fight their battles. If they need me, I'm sitting there waiting like coach, put me in coach. But what you cannot do to me, you can't do to them. If you disrespect me, that's disrespecting them. Don't go to my kids after you done treated me in their own kind of way and go to my kids acting like you a saint. Because trust me, I done told them. Don't go to the rest of the family telling them, I don't understand why Lisa's acting this way. I don't understand what she means. I don't understand why she said that. I don't understand why she did this. You know exactly why the fuck I did what I did. You know exactly why I said what I said. Now, if you need to feel like the victim, if you need for everybody to think that you're so put upon and that everything is happening to you and that I am the one that's doing it, feel free. Because when I tell you I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. I got too much shit going on in my life to give a fuck about your life. And that includes anybody. Anybody. In my mind, if you're not for me, you're against me. And that includes those related to me. If you're not for me, you are against me. Don't act like I'm in the wrong because you didn't like how I responded to your words. You said the words. You did it. You did that. You started this mess. You can't tell me how to respond to what you said to me. You can't tell me how to respond to what you did to me. You can't tell me how to respond to what you did to my kids. You can't tell me how to respond to what you did to my wife. You can't tell me how to respond to your problems. You can't tell me how to respond to your disrespect. You can't tell me how to respond to your out of pocketness. When you talk reckless, expect reckless. When you talk disrespectfully, expect disrespect. If you cannot handle the situations that you find yourself in, stop putting yourself in them. If you need other people to validate your victimness and that you're doing the best that you can and you don't understand how and why people are treating you that way, they treat you that way because you asked for them to treat you that way. And here's my thing. You don't have to help me. You don't have to like me. You don't have to do any of that. But don't come up and act like you're doing it and act like you want to do it and all of that. And then when you don't do it, you don't understand why I'm upset about it. Don't tell me you're going to do something and then don't and then wonder why I'm mad. Because the first thing you say is, well, I ain't have to do it. Well, you shouldn't have said you was going to do it. Here's the thing. If I call you and I say, hey, can you pick up Nick from school? And you tell me, sure, I got him. So I stay at work late. 6, 7 o'clock, I get a call from the school. Nick's still here. The fuck? All right, well, let me get in the car and come get him. And then I call you and cuss you the fuck out. Well, I don't know why you mad at me. I didn't have you said you was gonna get him. If you couldn't get him, if you didn't want to get him, that was okay. All you had to say was, I can't do it. And I've been like, cool, let me get somebody else to do it or shit. I just won't work late. Don't tell me you're going to do something, decide you don't want to do it, and then in deciding you don't want to do it, don't even let me know you ain't going to do it. Or when it come time for you to do it, and I go, hey, you got that? You're going to be here? You're going to do this? Oh, I can't do it. I ain't got the money. I ain't got the time. I can't come. I don't want to go. My dog cat got fleas. I don't give a shit what kind of, whatever. If you don't want to do something for somebody, that is 100% perfectly okay. I tell y'all all the time, if you don't want to go somewhere, if you don't want to talk to somebody on the phone, if you don't want to see somebody, if you don't want to be bothered with somebody, if you don't want that person at your house and you don't want to be at their house, that is 100% fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But just tell them. Don't sit up there and make yourself look good because you telling folks and got people thinking you're going to do all this and this and the third. And when come time for the action, You can't be bothered, but then you want to get mad when somebody cuss you out or talk about you. Well, guess what? All you had to do was tell me in the beginning, I don't want to do that. The hell? I don't want to do that. I can't do it. I got to work or whatever. You can lie or tell the truth either way, but don't tell me you're going to do something and then don't do it. And then when I confront you about the situation, don't be over there crying and moaning and talking about you don't understand why I'm mad. Don't be over there telling the cousins and the aunties and the uncles and the grandmamas, I don't know why Lisa acting that way. I don't know why she said that. I don't know why she did that. That's not my child. That's not my house. That's not my car. That's not, I didn't have the money. Whatever, whatever. You going to them telling them like, I'm just out of pocket and cussing you out for no reason. When you said you had the car, you had the time, you had the money, and that you were going to loan it, give it, be it, do it, whatever. And then when it came time to the action, you had nothing but inaction. And then you didn't even let me know ahead of time so that I could prepare and switch up. You want to be able to go tell the family how awesome you are and how generous you are and how good you are and how you're the best at this, and the third. But when it comes time to show and prove, you always have excuses. And then you telling me, acting like I'm the problem because I respond. Because I then ignore you. I block you. I cut you off. I don't talk to you no more. I ain't got shit to say to you. We good is all I got to say. And instead of you just accepting that and moving on, then you got to go get a committee together, a committee of the aunties and the uncles and the cousins and the grandmamas and the this and the that. And you got to get together as to why I'm acting the way I'm acting. And it's some kind of like y'all going to come, like a come to Jesus meeting. Let me tell y'all something. Don't bring it over here. Because you will be calling on the Lord, but not in the way you think. Maybe you looking at the chat. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, Joy. Roman with the minutes. Hey, Rico. All right. All right, here we go. I'm drained. My father is using a walker since back surgery. I've been too drained to deal with family, giving no time and support. Yes. I'm fine, Miss Joy. Yes. Phyllis, let me tell you something. Everybody will tell you when a family member is hurt, grand, I'm 55, so we getting older. So our parents, grandparents, aunts, and uncles are getting older. And so as we age, shit, me, I ain't even old, and I'm raggedy. I can't get around without help. We see now all the people that got all this big talk, and I'm gonna help you, and I'll be there when you need me. Just call me. I get on probation. Let's get it. Everybody get them claps up and them thumbs up and them whoo-hoos to joy. Ooh, off that paper. Ow, my knee, y'all. Sorry about that. My knee did a little something, something that wasn't friendly. Uh, we see who is for us. We see that. We see that during this time. We got to help family and people, our loved ones. And there's always a family member or a section of the family that's quick. First thing, they first in your comment section. They the first one in your text messages. They the first one talking about, just let me know what you need. Call me when you need me. I'll be there for you. The first thing, they the first ones. Lickety split. You hit send, and before the D come up on the damn thing, they in your comments talking about, I'm praying for you. If you need me, call me. And as soon as you call them, all you hear is abba wooba abba doobie deeble. But them same folks will go to the people that you're not what's the word I'm looking for? To the people to the family that you're not around all the time. Because my family is all over the place, but none of it is where I live. I got a couple of cousins in DC, but I don't really see them like that. But that's it. Everybody else is Midwest. Is Ohio, Detroit area, Illinois, all that area. So I don't get to see them. I see them on Facebook. I keep up with my cousins on Facebook. Um, my uncle is deceased. I got a couple of great aunts that are still alive. I'm the oldest great grandchild. I'm the oldest grandchild. So I got a lot of cousins, but most of them, all of them are younger than me. I came along first, and then everybody started having babies. But I keep up with them on Facebook. What I call Are there a couple of them that I could call right now if I needed somebody, if I needed somewhere to lay my head? I call my cousin, and he'll be like, "All right, what time we pick you up at the bus station, train station, airport?" Yeah, it's a couple of them like that. That's not the kind of family I'm talking about. I'm talking about the family that's down the street. I'm talking about the family that's 20 minutes away. I'm talking about the family that may be an hour away. I'm talking about not the road trip family. I'm talking about to get on the train family. I don't understand what you mean. I'm here, but you're not here. Being here is not just saying the words. It's not just making the post. It's it's not even about anything monetary. It's as simple as hitting my phone up every now and again. How you doing? How the kids doing? You okay? I know you've been going through stuff. I know you've been going through stuff, and I'm just checking on you. It's about being straight up with folks. If you ain't got the money to lend somebody, don't tell them you got them. If you ain't got the couch for them to sleep on, don't tell them you got them. But sometimes it ain't about that. Most of the time, it's about somebody going, "Are you okay? You need to talk." I can go without a meal. I can go at 7-Eleven, get some of them old school football nachos and a soda, and I'm good. It's sometimes just about somebody checking on you and letting you know, "I hear you, and I just want to make sure you all right. If you need to talk to me, just call me. If you don't feel like talking, text me." It's as simple as that. That's how simple it is, y'all. I'm not here for the switch up either. I'm not here for the "we was cool" and then all of a sudden you gone and I don't know why. We grown. You should be able to tell me why you don't call me no more. Why you ain't check on me when you was here. You should be able to tell me something. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. A lot of times, it's not about somebody switching up. It's about finally seeing them for who they really are. We spend a lot of time making excuses for the people we love. We spend a lot of time saying, "That's just how she is. That's just how he is." We spend a lot of time saying, "Well, you know how they are." but they love me. They got my back. But do they? Or was it just a facade? Or was it just their representative? Trust me, representatives just don't come when you're dating. Representatives just don't come up when girls don't fart in front of guys and guys actually take a shower. Just playing. Representatives show up in your family. You always knew they thought they was too good for you, but you let it slide because they didn't do it to you. But didn't they? You never noticed the slick talk and the nice nasty and the microaggressions until you really start paying attention because you're so used to this person talking and acting in a certain way to everybody else that you don't realize that this person is talking and acting that way towards you as well. They just do it a little differently. They don't have to be blatant with it. With you, they just are a little different, but it's the same. I can't get my family to help with me with cooking. Well, some folks don't know how to cook. And you want everybody in your kitchen. I'm saying all that to say this. In whatever situation that you find yourself in, and you find yourself having to always make excuses, having to always make allowances, having to always say, she didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. That's not what he meant. I know that's what he said, but that's not what he meant or she meant. There comes a point in time when you don't do that no more. There comes a point in time when you see auntie, uncle, cousin, brother, sister, mama, daddy, grandma, grandpa for who they are. Because it's too many kids out here struggling. It's too many kids out here not knowing their own, hiding their own identity, tamping down their feelings, tamping down who they are, being what they're not because of family. They don't set up any boundaries. They don't protect their peace because they don't think that because you think that family is not out to get you. But it's not about being out to get you. Sometimes it's just about not being there for you. And let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. You don't fucking have to be. This is what I'm trying to say. You don't have to be there. You don't have to give the money. You don't have to give the time. You don't have to make the phone calls. You don't have to send the text. You don't have to hit the comments. It's okay if you don't want to do it, but don't act like you want to do it. Don't put out that you're going to do it and then get upset when somebody comes at you because you didn't do it. Make no mistake. If I don't tell you specifically, let me look. Let me see who in the chat. Hold on. Let's see. Hey, Rico. Hold on. See, that's it. All right, Rico. I just saw Rico. If I don't tell Rico specifically, Rico, I'm going to give you $100. Then don't just assume because you asked me for $100, you're going to get it. If I don't go, yes, Rico, I'll give you $100, then don't be sitting up there waiting on me. Just because you ask somebody to do something don't mean they got to do it. But if a person tells you they don't do it and then don't do it, the person that didn't do it, you can't tell me how to respond to your ass. You can't tell me not to be mad with you. You can't tell me I'm in my feelings. You can't tell me that's not how to respond. You should be nice. That's your friend. That's your cousin. That's your this. That's your that. I shouldn't be shit. You can't dictate how somebody responds to your disrespect. You can't dictate how somebody responds to how you talk to them. You can't dictate how somebody responds by how you don't talk to them. I'm going to be there for you. You know, I got you. But then you don't got me. You ain't there for me. So when I get gone, so when I don't answer the phone, and when I don't respond to your text, and I don't show up at the family reunion, and you don't see me at the barbecue, and I didn't invite you to the wedding, or I didn't invite you to the pool party, don't be telling folks you don't understand why I'm acting the way I'm acting. Don't be over there talking to grandmama and auntie and uncle talking about, I don't know why Lisa doing that. Lisa ain't like, yes, Lisa is the fuck like that. I will cut, it is done. I am done. I am done. Your feelings will be hurt. Your number will be blocked. There will be no time for you and me. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to do. I got, let me tell you something. I got YouTube. I come on here every now and again, like I said, to give these, drop these little pearls, throw out this old lady knowledge. Because this is just old lady stuff. This is just 55 years of living. This is just experiencing and living and how things have happened to me and how I've had to respond and change myself up. How I've had to understand that just because somebody says they're there for me doesn't mean they are. And a lot of times until you let somebody know something, until you let them know and until you show them that, hey, they don't even know. They don't even think about it that way. And to the people that do that, we see you. Just because we don't say nothing to you, don't mean we don't see you, but we see you. We see you smiling in our face and ignoring us to everybody else. We see you saying little slick shit and then acting like you don't understand why we didn't respond appropriately or how you thought we should have responded. We see you. When you get old enough to realize you have peace, you get old enough to realize that you need to set boundaries. And I'm going to tell you this to the parents of the kids that ain't old enough for that. Set the boundaries for them. Don't have your kids hugging and kissing on all these aunties and uncles they ain't never met before. Set the boundaries for them. If your child tells you that she's uncomfortable or doesn't want to go somewhere, set the boundaries for them. You are the first line of defense for your kids. If you don't want somebody to do something to you, set that same boundary for your baby. And then as your child grows, they will be able to set healthy boundaries and start protecting their peace before they have to go collect their peace back up. Because see, that's what you're doing. When you got to protect your peace because you done gave out parts of your spirit and your soul to everybody, it takes a minute to get all that peace back. It takes a minute for you to be whole and okay. Us growing up, 60s, 70s, 80s babies, we did what our parents said regardless. Whether they were right or wrong, and they knew they was wrong. But sometimes we ain't right. You are your kids' first line of defense so that they don't have to make their peace back up so that they never give it out. Because I know y'all see some of y'all babies, they got these big hearts. And that really would do anything for anybody, who really would give you the shirt off their back, who really smile, lights up the room. Because that ain't me. And then you watch as time goes by, the light goes out of your kid's eyes. And when they used to stand up straight and hold their shoulders back, now they kind of hunched over and their eyes are dropped low because they've given so much of themselves out and got nothing in return. Teach them that just because somebody asks you to do something don't mean you have to do it. Just because somebody asks for your last fry don't mean you don't put that fry in your mouth and eat your fry. Just because somebody asks to play with your Switch, your PlayStation, don't mean you got to hand over your controller. Sharing's not caring, because sometimes sharing is somebody else's entitlement. I am not entitled to your peace, and you are not entitled to mine. Family is the worst perpetrators of that crime because nobody knows your buttons like your family. Nobody knows which name to call like your family. Nobody knows which event to pick and prod at like your family. Can't nobody push your buttons like your family. And sometimes they are the worst perpetrators if there's crime of peace stealing and joy breaking. Hey, Karen. Now, it's been almost an hour that I've been on here, and I'm about to get off because this was just a specific, hey, y'all. Protect your peace, babies. Set your boundaries. Protect your baby's peace. Set your baby's boundaries and teach them to do that. Don't just take it because the person that you're taking it from is related to you. Don't just take it because the person that you're taking it from loves you. Boundaries are there for a reason. Sometimes all you ever have is your peace. Sometimes that's all you have. So, this your girl Lisa. In the comments down below, write whatever you want to. Write the next thing you want to hear about, the next hey y'all, the next subject y'all want me to broach. Share this video. just in case you know somebody who's going through this and maybe they need to hear somebody that's objective, letting them know it's okay to say no. It's okay to be unavailable. It's okay to protect yourself. Subscribe if you see this video and you like what you hear. Hit that notification bell so that every time we drop a video go live, you guys can join us. You know, tomorrow is Friday night bingo. It's Friday night fun night. So like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I love you guys. I want to thank everybody who came through. TC, Karen Woods, you just getting here, but hey y'all. Joy, Phyllis, Rico, Marguerite, La Diamonds. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great night, a wonderful weekend. And I'll be back. I'll figure out something else to talk about. Bye, y'all.